Hi students, in this video I am going to give you a short walkthrough of our course Moodle site. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you around. So as of now, this is what your homepage should look like when you click on our course in Moodle. You'll see on the left hand side right here that this is where we will have all of our different modules. There will also be some special sections like the getting started section. There will be a section for extra credit and for our major assignment, which is the life course portfolio project. So if you haven't already, make sure that you finish the getting started section right here because you need to do that to be able to get access to module 1 and to the other modules. As of right now, you should only be able to see module 1. Over the next few weeks, you'll see the other modules populate here. All of the modules open by 8 a.m. of that week. So you can expect for the activities for Module 2 to open up on Monday at 8 a.m. All right, let's take a look at the Getting Started page. So you'll see on the Getting Started page that there are several steps for you to complete, and it walks you through this process. One thing that I want to point out is that it's really important to do each of the activities because they are designed to help you to get more familiar with the tech tools that we'll be using in this class. For example, when you drop your pin for the map, this is using Padlet, which is a tech tool that we'll use in the class. Whenever you introduce yourself here, you'll use Flipgrid, which you'll use for your assignments for discussion activities. You have one of those due each week until week 5. And then lastly, for step 11, this is a survey for me to get to know you a little bit better. It helps me to curate different resources and to help make the course more relevant to the students who are taking it right now. And this is done through a site called Qualtrics, and I'll be sending other surveys and course evaluations using Qualtrics. Okay, last thing to note here is that you must click on this box once you're done to say that getting started is complete. This is on a honor system that you click on this, and once you click on this, this is how you get to the other course material. All right, let's take a look at Module 1 because it is a good overview of what the structure of each of these sections on Moodle will look like for each module. So I just clicked on it over here, and when I clicked on it, you'll see that I have an image that pops up and a short paragraph that gives you an overview. You'll have this for each module. Then you'll scroll down and see the learning objectives. You'll have this for each module. This is a good way to study for your quizzes and for your final exam, is to take a look at these learning objectives and make sure that you're able to do these things. Then I have a checklist for you, and once you do the thing on the list, you can manually check it here on the side. This is to help you stay on track in the course. Students in past modules have said that they really appreciate this, so it helps them to stay on task. You'll also note that for some of these steps, you will see them show up on your course calendar because I have added a setting that will alert you to when certain tasks should be done. So an example of that is for your discussion activities. So there are different parts of the discussion activity that are due on different days of the week. So the original posts for your discussion activities are due on Fridays, and your response for a classmate is due on Sundays. And then also your self-evaluation worksheet is due on Sundays. So you should be able to see the breakout of those deadlines on your course calendar. So you may be thinking, hey, Dr. Denicola, where is our course calendar? Let me take a moment to show you. So I just scrolled back up to the top, and over here on the left-hand side, you will see that we have course tools right over here. This is what we're going to click on. And now you'll see, this is where you'll see your grade. You'll see how much progress you've done. So this is calculated based on the clicks of your check boxes. Then if you scroll down, then you see the calendar. So every red circle is when we have something due. So I'm going to click on what's due on this Friday. When I click on it, it gives me a nice list of what needs to be done. So I can look at this and say, oh, I need to have my original post done for Friday. So I'm gonna usually have links for you so that you can go right to that activity to complete it. All right, let's go back to where we were in module 1. So I'm going over here to click on the left, and we were going through the checklist. And you'll see sometimes here that there will be a note that things are optional. You'll see this starting in module 2 when we have quiz revisions. And so you can choose to just click those if you are not doing quiz revisions. You know, the things on this checklist are really just reminders for you. Then you'll see that there are section headers here for each of the modules. If we have additional readings, then you'll see additional readings. Every module, except for module 7, maybe, will have lectures. Most of the lectures are interactive, so there will be points in the lecture where you should stop and reflect, or it may ask you to stop and to answer a quick question on a Padlet. Then you'll see your resources. These are things that are not required for you to do, but they're highly recommended. These will help you to prepare for your quizzes and for the final exam. These are actually created by your textbook company, and a lot of the questions that are in the test bank for your quizzes and for your final exam are also created by the textbook company. So this is a really great way to study. Then when you scroll down, the last thing you'll see on each module is the activities. And so these all should not be new to you. So once you get to this point on the list, this is where you're submitting things. So for example, for the discussion activity, you'll have links in your checklist to get to this activity. But if you ever have a question about what's due that module that week, you can always scroll down to the activities and they're right there for you. And this is also where the quizzes are for the module are right there. So all of the submission drop boxes go under activities. I know that Moodle can be a learning curve for a lot of students. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and ask. There are some tech resources for you, and I do encourage you to try to use those before you reach out with a tech question, because there are resources on campus that can help you more than I can with techie stuff. For example, there is a resource on campus where there is a chat that you can converse with someone at the the IT help desk. That usually is more helpful for Moodle issues, because if it's a Moodle issue that I can't troubleshoot, then that's where I go to get my question answered. But if you run into roadblocks, that's what I'm here for. So don't hesitate to reach out.